The phone I bought is also paying for it. What would you be doing? I would be also standing here and condemning what they do. Yes, I would. And that's exactly what I'm here for. So I'm gonna you guys can keep looking at the pictures because they have to keep experiencing the bombs. The bombs are not stopping. They're still dropping on them right now. Look, 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 look. They're kids. They're kids. They're children. All of them. They're kids.
We're funding genocide.
You are funding genocide.
Apple, apple, you can't hide.
Apple, apple, you can't hide.
You are funding genocide.
You are funding genocide.
Free, free, free Congo now. We are on day 388 of a genocide in Gaza that has now moved to the West Bank. That is 76 plus years of occupation and illegal apartheid. In Congo, right now, while you're looking at your phones, there are 40,000 children in enslaved labor digging out cobalt for your phone.
Fuck the iPhone!
We have amazing speakers here today who have, by speaking up for Palestine and Congo, have had all sorts of problems in their life. And we are here to speak for the children of Congo, for the babies of Palestine. This has to stop. The blood is on your hands, Apple. We see you.
Shame!
So right now we have Zoo from No Tech for Apartheid. Please take it away, Zoo.
Hey y'all, before I begin, I see a lot of people out there. If you want to come in a little closer to hear me better, that's okay, we don't bite. To kick things off, my name is Zoha, and I'm here as a representative of the organization No Tech for Apartheid, which we also call NOTA. No Tech for Apartheid was formed when Google and Amazon workers heard about a $1.2 billion contract with the Israeli government being signed by Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services. The contract is about, The contract is about providing cloud technology to the Israeli government, to the Israeli apartheid state. And we said hell no to that as workers. All of us can read between the lines of what that contract implies. It means Google and Amazon are putting profit over genocide, profit over apartheid. They're okay with taking dirty money, dirty apartheid money. As a former Google worker, I can tell you my colleagues and I asked multiple times at our all-hands meetings for clarity about the scope of the contract. And Google always said the same thing. This contract is not directed at highly sensitive, classified, or military workloads relevant to weapons or intelligence services. But guess what? Google lied. An article from The Intercept revealed that Project Nimbus supports not just the Israeli government, generally, it also supports the Israeli Defense Forces and the Ministry of Defense, which I just find disgusting. Also, Israeli weapons defense manufacturers like Israel Aerospace and military companies like Elbit Systems are required by contract to use services from Project Nimbus for cloud computing needs. These companies are responsible for manufacturing drones, missiles, and other weapons Israel has used to kill Palestinians. Shame! Google continues to say that they will not design or deploy AI applications as weapons or weapon systems or for mass surveillance. But we're already there. It's already happening. And we see how it's leading to the continuous subjugation and genocide of Palestinians.
Shame on you!
Apple, Apple, shame on you! In February, at a conference dedicated to Project Nimbus, the head of Israel's National Cyber Directorate, Gabi Portnoy, was quoted by Israeli media as crediting the Project Nimbus contract with Google and Amazon with helping the country's military retaliation against Hamas. Sure. Gabi Portnoy literally said, phenomenal things are happening in battle because of the Nimbus public cloud. Things that are impactful for victory. Sources told 972 magazine and another local media outlet, Local Call, that most of the Israeli army's intelligence information about Palestinian military operatives is stored on the army's internal computers, rather than the public cloud, which is connected to the internet. However, according to three security sources, one of the data systems used by the Israeli Military Intelligence Directorate is stored on Amazon's public cloud, AWS. The military has been using this system in Gaza for mass surveillance since at least the end of 2022, but it wasn't considered particularly operational before the war. Now, according to these sources, the Amazon system contains an infinite store of information for the army to use, the IDF, meaning Google and Amazon have been lying to us about their complicity in the genocide of the Palestinian people by doing business with the apartheid state of Israel. And that's why we're here at Apple, because like Google and Amazon, Apple's leadership refuses to listen to its workers. Apple workers have asked the company to stop matching donations to organizations contributing to the genocide of Palestinians. Shame. And also to terminate the employment of all employees who are active IDF members. Shame. Another ask is to shut down Apple research and development centers in Israel. We also would like them to plead guilty to the Democratic Republic of Congo's ongoing lawsuit and pay reparations for decades of Apple's human rights abuses in the Congo. Yeah. Basically, Apple's supply chain is dirty. And Apple workers have a right to speak up without fear of retaliation. I'm so proud of the Apple workers inside the company who refuse to be silent and complicit, who organize events like today's to show Apple leadership that their voices matter too, and that they want accountability. These tech companies are contributing to the economic development of the apartheid state of Israel. They're ultimately contributing to the tech that is used by Israel to further its genocide against the Palestinian people. As AI continues to be a buzz within Silicon Valley, AI weaponry is being developed and deployed to kill Palestinians. It's already happening. And if we don't continuously stand up to these companies, like we're doing right now, these human rights abuses and this genocide of Palestinians will continue. This will be the new tech normal, and we need to fight this tech fascism. Now, I have a chant for us that I'd like to end on for my speaking bit. Apple, Apple, you can't hide.
Apple, Apple, you can't hide.
You are funding genocide.
You are funding genocide.
Apple, Apple, you can't hide.
Apple, Apple, you can't hide.
You are funding genocide.
You are funding genocide.
And Apple are all complicit and actually funding a genocide in both Congo and Palestine. So now we have a reading by Johnny and Ishmael regarding Palestine, regarding the genocide that is happening. With your money, there's blood on your hands.
We are here today to stand in solidarity with Palestine as their genocide is carried out by Israel. Apple supports and funds the Israeli occupation as we've bared witness to the most horrible atrocities. Israel supports concentration camps and settler violence, genocide, and extermination. Apple's complicity in imperialism costs lives and families being torn apart. Slavery and apartheid, destabilization of humanity due to imperialism. I'm here to talk about our brothers and sisters suffering in Congo. Take a look around. What do you see? Huge glass panes, fancy imported limestone, manicured landscaping. Apple will tell you that they created this wealth, that they produced it, that it is their so-called innovation. That's what makes them deserving of all of this grandeur. But inside each and every Apple product, whether it be your iPhone, your MacBook, or your Apple Vision Pros, are minerals. Minerals that are not mined here in Silicon Valley, but throughout the global south and the Congo. We have long known that much of the mineral mining in Congo is controlled by militia groups that use child labor and violent extraction methods. Apple knows this, and they say that they're taking it very seriously. And yet, in 2019, the company was sued by families of child laborers forced to work in Congolese cobalt mines. Do you want to guess what happened to that suit? The courts threw it out. Shame! Shame! They said that even with the cobalt was mined by children, even if the mines were pressured to use children to meet the rising demands from Apple and from other tech companies, and even if Apple directly benefited from the lower cost of cobalt enabled by these practices, the company was not at fault. They kept their hands clean, even as their money was drenched in blood. To help manage their mineral sourcing, Apple relies on the ITSCI, the International Tin Association's program for responsible mineral supply chains. Please look it up. It's the ITSCI. Please look it up.
The program claims to help companies avoid conflict financing, human rights abuses, and bribery in mineral supply chains. But a Global Witness Report investigation found that in reality, the ITSCI functions as a mineral launderer. Shame! Shame! Hiding the true origins of bloody minerals and keeping Apple and all those other tech companies' reputations clean. And so it is no surprise that the funding for this due diligence scheme comes from big tech and that the shots are called by big tech. These companies benefit from cheap minerals and exploited labor. They know that true regulation or any form of equitable mining or trade in the Congo would hurt their profits. And so they allow this system to continue, building their campus, their offices, their homes, and their wealth on the mass suffering and death of the Congolese people and oppressed people everywhere. Shame! And they keep us distracted, releasing useless new devices, hoping we look the other way, and we have. But look away no longer. So Tim Cook and all you greedy CEOs, we know what you are. We will not be distracted, and we will not be silenced. Suffering and violence at the hands of Western profiteers and colonists is nothing new for the Congo, and it is nothing new for Palestine. Generations of Palestinians and Congolese people have had their resources, human rights, and sovereignty stripped for the benefit of Western capitalists. Shame! Shame! As consumers and workers, we must commit to withholding our labor and our money from these entities. So we will rally and we will boycott and make our voices heard. We will make it clear that we will not rest and we will not be satisfied until the people of Congo, the people of Palestine, the people of Sudan, Tigray, Haiti, and all people suffering under the oppression of Western imperialism are free. Free, free Palestine, and Congo, you will be free. And again, my name is Ibrahim. I'm an organizer with the Party for Socialism and Liberation, and I'm a Palestinian American who has lost family in the ongoing genocide being conducted in Gaza. the same genocide that tech companies here in the Bay, like Apple and Meta and Google, all provide support for. Shame.
Shame!
They're hoping that they can distract us with fancy new gadgets and change the narrative from the crimes that they're complicit in. Shame.
Shame!
They're hoping that we're going to forget and move on from the genocide and from how they're exploiting the Congo. But are we going to forget?
No!
It is for this reason that we must not stop, we must not rest, because the people of Palestine, the people of Gaza, and the people of the Congo cannot stop and they cannot rest. And we have to use our comfort and our privilege here in the belly of the beast to get organized, to make a stand, and stand up against these greedy capitalists who are exploiting the global south. And it's for that reason that I say, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Just recently, Ashimar, an American citizen, went to the West Bank as protection services, and the genocidal IDF sniped her in the head. And so we would like to take just 1 minute of silence in remembrance.
Free Palestine!
This isn't a joke. These are all kids.
Free, free, free Congo now!
How uncomfortable it is in Palestine and Congo. Anyone criticizing this after we viewed 200 zip-tied bodies buried in a mass grave outside a hospital? We are here for humanity. We are here for the children. Our next speaker is here for Friends of Congo. Xavier, please take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Xavier. Firstly, thank you to everyone that sees the importance, right? That we're in a very privileged place to be able to take the time and energy to really amplify awareness. And some are in an even more privileged place to be without that information or to disregard it. But I'm here on behalf of Friends of the Congo.
Friends of Congo.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I'm here on behalf of Friends of the Congo. And one of the things that we really wanted to make clear was it is vital that we place Apple and all the other companies along the supply chain in the proper context, right? The Congo was designed by Europeans in 1884-85 for extraction, for plunder, for theft of natural resources. That design has not changed at all. That challenge of the Congo is really structural. It's also systemic, and it's very much rooted in colonial legacy. It's rooted in capitalism. It's rooted in imperialism. And if we understand the structural challenge that we quickly are able to recognize, Apple is merely a symptom of Congo's challenge and not the cause. The cause is capitalism, the cause is imperialism, and it's deeply rooted in racism and white supremacy. Therefore, our battle is anti-capitalistic, and it is also anti-imperialistic. Thank you. So we are using Apple as a symbol as we make what is really symptomatic demands. We appeal to you to join us in the pursuit of dismantling the system that has caused for 70 million Congolese people to live on merely $2.15 a day. In contrast, Israeli billionaire Dan Gertler has made billions off of Congolese people and earns $200,000 a day. And it is the system that produces this level of inequality and disparity that we have to tackle, that has to be at focus. So we appeal to you to join us in this dignified pursuit of the Congolese people to reclaim their land, to reclaim their resources, to reclaim their affairs, so that the Congolese people will be free and liberated, and that all people will be free and liberated. And you can visit freecongo.org for more information. It's so important that we take the time, whether you're on this side or that side, to educate yourself, to become aware. And yes, it's a lot of information. It's a lot happening. But death is a lot. It's a lot. So there is nothing that is too important for us to take the time to make sure that we all can live a free and dignified life. Thank you.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, it's not, no. Let's not do that.
I can do what I want. It's a free country and this is a public place.
Congo. Free, free Congo. Free, free, free Congo. Free, free, free Congo. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Congo dies, Congo bleeds. Congo dies, Congo bleeds. Eating Afro's corporate greed. Eating Afro's corporate greed.
And it goes like this. Over the years, Apple has used quotes from famous civil rights leaders and social justice advocates to capitalize on us. They take advantage of our human desires for goodness and equality to sell us products that have been crafted and made possible by slave labor. For years, they have gotten away with pretending to care about the earth. But they refuse to acknowledge their complicity in doing business and elevating a country that dropped more bombs on Gaza in 11 months than any country, any war, throughout the entire World War II and Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They refuse to moderate their online spaces to allow Zionists to come in and harass Muslims within their chat spaces, punishing those Muslim employees for posting verses of the Quran while letting Zionist racism go unchecked. Worst of all, Apple has no audit process to confirm if any of its Israeli employees performing mandatory service in the IDF are committing war crimes, and they pay their full salaries while they do so. They are complicit in some of the worst atrocities in modern history, all while ignoring Palestinians within the company, begging them to acknowledge their suffering, the same way Tim Cook was able to acknowledge Israeli suffering on October 7th. Well, he made a statement on October 9th. This is why we have come together with our Congolese brothers and sisters. Apple believes these issues and concerns will simply wither away in time, and they will have no responsibility to respond to us. But make no mistake, we will continue to stand against this racism, against the lack of care for humanity and human rights, and be here until Apple actually commits to its ideals of social justice. This is from Tariq, and thank you all for being here. I want to remind you too that genocide is ecocide, and Apple pretending to be caring for the environment and a green future, we are speeding up climate change in incredible lengths. It shortened the time to maybe 2 years now that we're facing catastrophe. And this is all for the greed of technology and war. We are not disposable. Humans are not disposable. Palestinians and Congolese are not disposable. The global South is not disposable for our privilege.
Don't work for it. You don't like it. If you don't like it, quit. Put you here on purpose. Or you put you here on purpose. Don't be against us.
So we're gonna make sure
the white men in charge put you here on purpose. So back up. I'll hug you. You look like you need a hug.
Killing babies is a crime.
Touch her, I dare you. Yeah, keep your hands shaking. They're comfortable.
I need you to give me space. I need you to give me space.
You're comfortable.
a scene is not a scene.
I'm good right now.
Genocide is an opinion.
It's your, but it's your opinion. That's how you feel.
Let's keep this peaceful.
We were peaceful the whole time.
So how can we go forward now?
That's how we just have to do it.
All right, everybody.
Come on over here.
Let's push the line. Hey, push the line, man. It's the property.
She's making up lies whispering to the nearest.
Free Palestine.
There's actually a genocide.
Free Congo now.
Yeah, she came up to us and started getting in our face. Like, hello, in our face. Said, this is our place. So we told her, move. This is public property. We're allowed to be here just as much as she is.
Yeah, we're just trying to make sure it's peaceful. We're just trying to make sure. Yeah, we're just trying to, yeah. Yeah, but we gotta get taken back. We just ask you guys to be from the tree line. That's it.
My thing is start seeing people get in each other's faces. You know, it's a problem.
Stop it. She's snapping. Yes, she is. Get off your high horse.
Your tone. Your tone.
Stay focused.
Getting the police to move, I think that would be.
We just want to ask you.
That would be the most like.
If we could just get it peaceful.
It's already peaceful.
You the agitator.
It's actually folks coming out and engaging with. I think it's getting them to like just allow.
Same thing. We'll keep it. That doesn't make sense.
Apple, you're complicit. Genocide is explicit. Genocide is explicit. Apple, you're complicit.